My name is Michael Harding. I was a helicopter pilot in Vietnam and flew in the SOG mission over the Laotian border. As a result, I was exposed to herbicide poisoning and got cancer, and that's what sent me on the trip with Hunting for Heroes that Alpha sponsored. I want to thank Alpha for doing that. It turned out to be one of the most wonderful experiences of my life.
Hello, my name is Brian Haney. I was a United States Army Ranger, did a tour in Afghanistan in 2004. Just want to say thank you, and we appreciate your guys' lending of the hand to do this. So thank you again, Alpha.
My name is Staff Sergeant Merrill. I served from 2002 to 2009 as military police officer deployed to Iraq.
Hey, my name is Sam Jones. I served in the Army as a scout. I did a tour in Iraq, and I'm really looking forward to going on this hunting trip. Thanks a lot, Alpha.
My name is Nathan Haney. I'd like to take this time to thank Alpha for supporting our local veterans. I've spent 5 years in the military, U.S. Army, 82nd Airborne Division. I deployed to Afghanistan and Iraq.
I just want to thank Alpha for the wonderful experience that they've given to so many veterans. You know, it was one thing to go out and do it myself, but to see our young Iraq and Afghanistan vets tie up with our Vietnam vets and vets that are older and sit down and all become one during this experience. It just, it was heavy on my heart.
Hi there, this is Todd Boyd. I'm a retired Air Force captain. I flew combat search and rescue. The Vietnam guys would know my unit as the Jolly Greens. This trip that Scott and his team put together for us was phenomenal. I've heard nothing but praise for the whole trip, the entire experience.
For the memories we've all got from it, two memories stand out in my mind. First is on the trip there when we stopped in Maupin in the whole town, and all the children were there to welcome us, and it was just a beautiful, beautiful sight. And secondly, the time we spent fishing, well, I spent most of my time fishing, standing there with brothers I've never met before, catching fish I've never fished before. It was just a warm, wonderful memory, and I can't say thank you enough.
The hours that I spent with Gary Loomis fly fishing and learning, he was teaching me how to cast the fly rod, and that was so cool. I don't think many people get to say that they spent a few hours with Gary Loomis fly fishing.
You know, I had tears in my eyes more than once watching the veterans do their thing. And Alpha, you were a huge part of this. It just, like I said, we couldn't have been any better.
It was an overdue welcome home that I got and felt real deeply, but it was really great to see the adaptations of these people getting together, because the young guys and the older guys had everything to talk about.
And the breakfast pizza, I've got to say, it was phenomenal. I've never in my life had a breakfast pizza. I've eaten lots of pizza for breakfast, but a breakfast pizza is over the top. That sealed the deal, man. Thank you so much. That just made the trip.
We had a lot of healing take place, a lot of healing for both younger and older vets, as I'm sure you've seen. But it's just an incredible event, and I'm hoping that we can continue this from now on as long as we can do it.
I'd like to say thank you to Alpha Ecological for making this trip happen.
Thank you so much, Alpha Ecological, for doing this for us.
Just thank you, Alpha. It's appreciated, believe me.
Well, I am grateful to the Alpha and the other sponsors of this thing, because it's the community supporting veterans, not veterans supporting each other anymore. It's really important to us, and to hear it from you guys, it was remarkable. What an experience. I couldn't thank you enough for that. It was the greatest thing that I've ever done as a veteran since I got home 40 years ago. Thank you.
My name is Bo Russell. I was in Vietnam 68, 69, and I was one of those guys that was out there kind of wild and crazy, living in the woods for a lot of years. And when I came back to society, started looking around. But after going on this fishing trip, I just sat down and I thought about every aspect of it. And that's where the poem came from. And me, for one, it was 40 years of being alone, and then getting 39 of us together and going to such a wonderful place and having such wonderful people run the whole program. There truly was a weight lifted off of my shoulders. I still feel it to this day, and every time I think about it, I'm calmer, I'm easier to live with, and a lot of the old nightmares and devils are gone now, and I just can't thank you guys enough, and I'm sure it's the way with everybody, but there's no words to really express how important this is and what a wonderful job you guys are doing. I can just thank you from the bottom of my heart, and I gotta keep up the good work. Thanks a lot. We hooked up in Vancouver and made a convoy of vets. We headed east through the gorge, the Patriot Riders leading the rest. The power and the peace of brothers from all wars. It's a feeling that we've never felt before. Then we pulled into the Dalles, a town of open arms. Sloops were raised as we passed, and they fed us with their charm. School was out, kids lined up, singing their pretty songs. The journey back has been long, but we're finally coming home. The riders led us south, Golden Hills, all is one. Rural route folks salute and wave by their mailbox all alone. Moppins waiting stopped the convoy, the children wrote a song. Vets standing with heads bowed, silent tears, but not alone. We came home today. The price has been paid. I guess we're worthy now of a touch of praise. Heavy hearts were lifted, memories washed away. Old wounds healed, and we came home today.
I have never been so overwhelmed in my entire born days. Since 1969, I've never been welcome home, but I certainly am now. Thank you, everybody.